All right, it's time for a good old game hunt. I'm gonna start it off here at the swap meet. We'll continue on to some pawn shops, thrift stores, and whatever. Let's get started. All right, here we go, some games. All right, not a bad little start. 25 bucks for that little stack. We'll keep moving on. It's not in great condition and there's no manual, but if I can get it for like a couple bucks, that's actually not a bad pickup. 20 bucks for both of these, not too bad. Main reason for getting them was this game here, which goes a little high, so not bad for like 3 bucks each. All right, just went through the whole swap meet, got what I needed to get. Let's keep moving on. Now, I already know someone's gonna say in the comments, Ryan, why are you picking up these Just Dance games? They are worthless. And you know what, you're right. To most people, they are worthless. I would even say before recently, I would never pick these games up. However, recently I found out that a lot of people on their buy lists, they actually pay somewhat decently for the Just Dance games. So I'm taking advantage of Doublemint's buy list right now. They're paying, I'll put it up on the screen how much they're paying for these games, but you know, if you can get these for $1 or less, it's usually pretty worth it to pick up a lot of these low dollar games. I've gotten some pretty good deals here before. Let's see what they got today. All right, that wasn't too bad at all. Ended up getting Minecraft on PS4, A Way Out, Fallout 4, and Hitman Definitive Edition. All that 50 bucks, not too bad. Okay, well that is a lot more packed than the last time I was here. Can't complain about that. You know, I was about to skip going to this pawn shop, and I'm really glad I didn't, because this is a pawn shop that usually has really overpriced games. I was checking out a lot of their games, and you know, they have like sports games from 2-3 years ago still priced at like $60, but for some reason, they had Deadpool there, priced for 8 bucks. I don't know how that happened, but hey, I'm gonna take that. So, 8 bucks for Deadpool. Can't complain about that. All right, next up we got one of my favorite pawn shops. Let's see what they got today. Any Deadpools? I don't think there's ever been a time where I haven't walked out of that pawn shop with a deal. Guy at the counter ended up hooking it up, got Little Nightmares Complete Edition and Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, both of those for 20 bucks. It's a pretty good deal. I want to take a little detour to say, guys, pour one out for James Games. James Games was probably the best arcade I've ever been to. Yeah, as you can see here, it's completely empty nowadays. I mean, this was a great arcade. Traditional arcade machines, real arcade machines, but unfortunately they were forced to go out of business during the lockdowns in 2020, and I don't think they ever relocated, so just an unfortunate lost piece of history here. All right, next up we got another local pawn shop. Let's see what they got today. Dreamcast games. That's new. Not the best deal ever, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on Dreamcast for 10 bucks, not too bad. Now we're gonna head over to one of my favorite retro game stores. If you guys are in the Inland Empire, you gotta check out Retro Teos. I don't think I've ever walked out of there without buying something. This time was pretty good. I ended up picking up Horizon Complete Edition. Ori and the Blind Forest on Xbox One. The best part is it is sealed. And Life is Strange, I guess the sequel or prequel, whatever. I don't know, I just picked it up because it was free. Yeah, these 3 games were picked up from the buy 2 get 1 wall. That's my favorite part of the store, is always checking out what he has put out on the buy 2 get 1 section. But all 3 of those for 25 bucks, that's a really good deal. Now we're gonna head to the other Eco Thrift. Well, glad I decided to stop by. Can't complain about that. What? Okay. A couple of firsts for me. A Switch game. Oh my god. A Switch game at a thrift store. Also a PS4 at a thrift store. Never seen that before. This Eco Thrift never ceases to disappoint. I mean, this Eco Thrift always has something good, man. Hellblade on Xbox One, Skylanders Imaginators, and Call of Duty Ghosts. The 3 of those for 18 bucks. That's a really good deal. Now we're gonna move on to Origin Game Shop and then see if there's anything there, and then I'll be done after that. Nothing really crazy in there. Ended up picking up Rock Band on PSP for 5 bucks. Not too bad. Honestly, not bad for the day. Ended up getting a lot more quality than quantity. I mean, that Deadpool pickup was crazy, and even the Skylanders pickup was pretty good. But I'm not quite done yet, because Easy Gamer invited me up to yard sale with them. All right, I'm in the high desert now. Gonna go yard sailing, but this time, Easy's got some prospects. He's got a couple leads. Apparently there's a massive amount of games with both of these leads, so we'll check him out, see if they still got the games. See if we can make a deal. All right, first lead is actually still asleep, so he'll call us later when he's ready for us to come by. And actually, second lead, we just found out she's still iffy on selling, so we're just gonna go hunting in the wild, see if we can find anything. Actually, now we're at the second lead's house, the one who was iffy on selling the games. We'll see if we can maybe talk her into selling them. If not, we'll move on. Well, she didn't have the games for us, but got the next best thing.
Should make us dumplings.
Can't complain about that. Well, I gotta say that was definitely better than any game pickup we've ever had. But now we must move on.
If we stayed a little longer, we might have got a little bit more services than we would.
All right, we're here at the swap meet now. Didn't have too great a luck at the yard sales. They were still fun though. But yeah, we're gonna see what these guys have to offer today. Really not too many people here, so if there are any grails, I'm sure we'll find them.
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like our game lady's here, but she ain't quite done setting up. We'll check out some of these other guys. Lots of good bundlers here, lots of good bundlers. All right, nothing too crazy at the swap meet. I'll go over what we got in the car and then keep moving on.
And I got this.
I ended up picking up Super Mario World for 12 bucks. And then I also ended up picking up Just Dance 2, SSX Tricky, both of those for 20 bucks. Again, only reason I'm picking these up is because on buy lists, people are paying like $3 to $5 for these. So it's as if I paid like $15 for SSX Tricky, which is a pretty good deal. So not bad. Stealing my grails?
No.
So the other 2 games I grabbed were in like really horrible condition, but Bully was pretty good. I had a bunch of points on my GameStop account, so I ended up getting this for free. So not bad for free. All right, next up, I got a box of wonderful goodies that's getting taken to my favorite game shop. All right, let's see if this pawn shop can save the day. I've gotten some good deals here before. Easy's gotten good deals here before.
And this is where we first met.
I don't think I've ever seen a stranger game. Not a bad deal at all. Ended up getting a loose card of Mario 3D All-Stars, Marvel Superheroes, Battle for Middle-earth 2 on PC, which actually holds some value if it's complete, Just Dance 3 and Just Dance Disney Party 2. Both of these are just going straight to the buy list. And then Easy ended up getting the score of the day probably. 10 bucks for Pokemon Sword, and it says it right there too. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, everything I got was 90 bucks. So, can't complain. Easy apparently has a connection here. Told us to honk at the door, and he'll bring out the games. Or we'll end up in a ditch in Mexico. I don't know. we ended up picking up a little bit of what was there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. We kind of just looked at what was on the top layers of the boxes and just threw an offer at him, and he took it. 700 bucks for all this. Now it's time to go through all of it. This is everything we think is good. We think. And then we got a little junk bin going. So we'll figure out what to do with this. And then we also got some GameStop fodder right there. Let's get to it. All right, we got all the good stuff separated. We got a big old row of junk games. And we got our little GameStop pile. And we did the math. Everything here is worth just about $6 grand. Can't complain about that.